the legendary Contra series returns. This reimagining of the classic run-and-gun action game from the 80s features new stages, new enemies, new play mechanics, and co-op combat for up to 4 players. Grab your ragtag crew and take up the Nectar raiding trade on a dangerous planet that's become all the rage. In this PvPvE extraction game for 110 players, compete against enemy crews to harvest as much nectar as possible before night falls. Tribes 3 Rivals is a team-based, first-person shooter that elevates the genre with jetpacks, skiing, and class-based warfare. Teamwork tactics, high speed, and intense combat are supreme in this rebirth of the world's fastest shooter. Awaken from an abandoned stasis pod and discover a doomed mining camp on Titan in an uncompromising turn-based survival RPG. Survive the evolving horrors that lurk below, and goblins have been hunted to extinction by cruel adventurers. Embark on a heartwarming roguelite adventure to rebuild their lair and help them thrive in this award-winning turn-based RPG where every decision counts.
Goblins may be small, but in
DINO MERCS is a roguelite deck-building game. You take the role of a veteran member of a shadowy private military corporation called Dark Solar Defense. To survive, you will need to build a powerful deck of cards while conducting operations and engaging in fierce combat. Against Great Darkness, Prologue is a brick-breaking roguelite where you play as a pagan trying to escape Hell's Maw. Trigger relics by keeping your discs bouncing, experience unique events where you can obtain incredible loot and battle hellish bosses while always keeping an eye on your discs. Endless Wonder VR is a colorful VR platformer in which you will need to use unique sticks with unique abilities that can be combined in any way to complete a campaign, consisting of various levels, with a unique stylized environment, enemies, and obstacles. A short cat adventure packed with curious characters, strange environments, and good vibes. Climb, talk, fly, and smack your way to places where no cat has ever gone before. It's the time before the flood. The world is a strange place, especially for you. How do you solve the mystery of your missing memory? Are you trapped? Can you leave? Ever enjoy a new eviction? A tribute to the magnificent side-scrolling arcade shoot-'em-up games, with a modern-look physics-based movement, and some challenging twists that will test your speed, reflexes, accuracy, patience, and memory at the same time. Wrath of the Roothless is a 2D melee roguelike, where you play as Jacob wielding his trusty drumstick and trash can lid to fight your way through hordes of monsters. Collect keys to unlock the Pharaoh's tomb and fight his remains to pass the level. Dodge traps, scorpions, and mummies in a procedurally generated maze. A battlefield survival game where the enemies are evil creatures from unknown dimensions. But luckily you have a tank. Help the AI troops build camps, recruit new soldiers, and use your tanks to keep everyone alive as long as possible. If faster, farther, higher, fly like an eagle, perform spectacular dramatic half-pipe stunts, and race down the ice track or across the slopes. Take on sporting challenges in 8 action-packed winter sports disciplines. Take to the skies in your balloon ship and explore a colorful world of floating islands. Befriend fellow travelers and quirky islanders. Use your wits to solve immersive puzzles and embark on an immersive journey through the foundational stories of the Bible. In the 5 books of Moses, the captivating sequel to Divine Journey, the life of Jesus. Left Behind is a hyper-realistic psychological horror game where you take on the role of a real estate agent with a client looking to sell you a property. Instead of a straightforward and quick interaction with the client, you find yourself thrust into a deeply unsettling and frightening situation. NONAME is a strategy puzzle battler with tons of tactics to win once and for all. We invite you to enter a unique game world that requires logic and wits. The game incorporates the mechanics of the famous slider puzzle. The character is on one screen and the player must move the screens around and move the character between screens to get to the door. Marry me. Only a month would do. Due to a twist of fate, you're now pretending to be the wife of a man you've just met. At first you're against the idea of this fake marriage, but search for anomalies in a 2D platformer. Conquering Ciros is an action roguelike with a dash of strategy. You play as Nilvor, a reborn Lich learning about what happened to his kingdom and his place in this new world. Fight off hordes of enemies while unlocking new crystals, synergies, and upgrades. ProtectHeart is a strategic defense game. Defend the heart at all costs. Are you up for the challenge? What does it take to be safe? Maybe it's all about a person who will come to your rescue no matter what. Or maybe it has to do with a place that you know inside and out. Or perhaps just maybe a room full of strangers with no entrance might just do the trick. Push your limits in Multicrash by selecting when to dodge and when to crash while picking up coins along the way. Survive as long as possible in this simple but challenging retro arcade game. See how you compare with others on the global leaderboard.